Hello, boys and girls. This is Wild Man Wills here. I'm doing another think piece about one of my favorite things, professional wrestling and its fans. You know what occurred to me today after having chats with some people? WWE's fans have been conditioned to having poorly scripted shows, meaningless matches, worthless champions that they just settle for anything. And it's ridiculous. The show has not been good for years. That's why you have all this competition coming up, because they basically thought they could pigeonhole the industry. But after a while, people got sick of being under that umbrella. So they branched out, and that's why we have all these different shows coming out now. So it's just sad because I used to enjoy watching Raw, but now it's maybe one or two good spots or one or two good matches on the show most of the time. But all they do is just repeat the same thing over and over again. So it's just sad. Another thing, with the two current champions right now in WWE, they have not been good champions at all. Kofi Kingston and Seth Rollins have not drawn people into the building, and they cancel shows, 2-for-1 sales. It's been like that since the WrestleMania this year. That's why Fox is pushing to bring Brock Lesnar back. And maybe we'll see more and more of the stars from past WWEs to come back. Years to come back. So we'll see how that goes. Another thing I don't understand about wrestling fans, I'm not really a fan of people like Joey Ryan and Orange Cassidy, but I'm not going to knock their hustle. If people like that kind of stuff in wrestling, that's on them. I don't care for it, but I'm not going to piss on the people that really like it. So that's another thing. Right now, it's a whole bunch of different wrestling for different people to enjoy right now. So that's a good plus, but it's just, that's the way it is right now. Another thing about wrestling right now, it's not as good as it used to be, but it's trying to get better. So hopefully that will happen later on down the road. Reason why all these different TV stations are trying to get wrestling on their show, because they trying to draw in lapsed crowds and get more ratings and more eyes on the channels. I think the reason why Fox is paying so much for WWE right now, because they lost a lot of stuff once Disney bought almost all their stuff from them, and they lost most of their property, so they hankering down on the sports. It seems like sports has been really good for Fox. So that's why Vince got all that money. But Vince also has to know, if they don't bring in the crowds and the ratings that Fox wants, Fox will cancel them. Best believe, they're not like USA. Fox will cancel them. So they have to be careful on how they present the show. They have to bring back the lapsed fans. The diehards are going to be there, but it's the lapsed casual fans that WWE really needs to bring back, because they done lost a lot of fans over the years. It's been showing in the ratings. It's been showing in ticket sales and events. So we'll see how that goes. And lastly, with, let's say, the women's division right now, it seemed like it's only 2 or 3 girls that are really holding it down. It's basically the Becky and Charlotte show. They diminished Bailey down a lot. Sasha Banks is not one of the best wrestlers that they have. She botches a lot in her matches, and her attitude is not the greatest, and a lot of the people backstage actually do not get along with her. So that's a big thing too. So that's why you basically see her wrestling the same 2 or 3 people all the time since she done came back. And almost basically since she been on the roster the last couple of years. She only been basically wrestling the same few ladies. For real, to be honest with you. And I feel like since Ronda left, a lot of the excitement in the women's division had went down a lot. I know they do some good matches, but the women on NXT is actually, they way better than the women on the main roster. I'm sorry to say that, but they are. And speaking about NXT, reason why a lot of fans like NXT, because they actually do something that WWE doesn't. They make their championships feel important. And you actually see people coming out saying, I want to fight for this title. I want to fight for that title. Then they actually have to really get into a contendership to actually get a title match. It's not like you stuck in a 5-way match and then you automatically get a championship match. You actually have to go up in the ranks in NXT to actually get a match. So I enjoy that. Hopefully AEW will stick to their guns with that and make that something feel more sports-like. I know Fox wants WWE, especially SmackDown, to feel more sports-like, so it's going to be a lot of changes on the show. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I feel like the basic wrestling fan that only knows WWE needs to branch out and watch other things. And y'all need to see that WWE is not to be in unawe of wrestling, because y'all been so complacent. Y'all just enjoy anything that they do, and it's not really that great. So this is my plea to those wrestling fans: wake up, see what's around you. Just don't go into everything that's force-fed to you and just believe that it's good. You'll miss out on a lot of stuff in life, period. So that's my advice to y'all, diehard WWE fans. This is Wild Man Will signing off. See you next time.